Well, I'm also in my underwear, so enjoy my flat ass.
Why?
Why am I in my underwear?
Yeah, why not just
Because
throw on shorts?
it's been a real rough day. That underwear isn't allowed.
Why are you?
Underwear's not allowed. Wait, are you wearing pants or not?
Well, you're about to find out, Jeffrey.
All right. Welcome, everyone, to our first ever Drunken Jurors / Jury of Drunken Opinion year in review. We're probably not going to go over Jury of Drunken Opinion because fuck that whole goddamn thing we do.
That's Nick's thing, and that doesn't count.
Woo! Well, there's 3 episodes. It'd be a really short year in review.
He's also too lazy to do anything, and he's stuffing his face.
I wasn't
per
told
the
to
usual.
do one.
You weren't.
Anyways, yeah, we're going to be going over what happened this entire past year and a little bit of 2019 because technically we started it Halloween was our first episode we released.
I was like, I can pull up exactly how many episodes.
No, I got it. I have it pulled up.
All right.
You stay out of there because I don't want you getting shit.
I don't know. Oh no, I have a list on my computer.
Yeah, you get the fuck out of here.
I don't have titles. I just have numbers.
Okay, well, November of 2020 is when we. So yeah, not 2019. Jesus, 2020. God damn it, guys! It's the end of 2021.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty wild.
We did 5 episodes in 2020.
All right. Well, I'm Jeff.
I'm Adam.
I'm Nick.
And today I'm drinking. I broke out some of the good. I broke out some Wild Turkey bourbon.
Today, I really wish I could tell you what I was drinking, but I don't exactly know. I know that this, I have a big bottle of Minute Maid's lemonade that I then didn't even taste it, but I'm pretty sure I had Sprite in here and lemonade at one point, but I poured pink lemonade Smirnoff in here, took a sip, was way too strong, and the only lemon flavored thing I have in my house is lemon flavored water. So I added that to it to cut down some of the alcohol. It's not great. I can definitely taste flat soda.
Yeah, that adds up.
But it's not like I can't really taste it. I can more feel flat soda. That film on your tongue when you drink something flat.
From like the heavy syrup, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. And I think there's lemonades, but that could also just be the vodka. And then I definitely have lemon water.
and then water.
It's like you can taste the 2 separate kinds of fake lemon.
Yeah, that's really it. And a film.
Oh, I'm drinking some Camelot mead, my go-to, and I got myself a bottle of Squirrel peanut butter whiskey.
Squirrel penis.
Squirrel penis.
So
wait,
you're switching up the kind of bourbon that you drink here in the middle of you drinking the same bourbon for 3 months.
I got real tired of Jefferson's bourbon.
So I set it off to start off the new year, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking wild. God, this month has been a fucking thing. All right, so we're going to, for those of you who have actually listened to the first episode, we're sorry, or the first couple, I guess. I don't really know how long we did it. I didn't go into a whole bunch of detail, but for a while there, we did this fun thing where we would start off the episode doing trivia, where basically I would give them questions about things that are going to be in the case we're talking about, and then give them multiple choice questions. Like,
didn't we do one of those in person?
Yeah, we did. It never came out.
Yeah, it was.
It was a test episode.
Yeah, it was a test one for Jeff to learn how to edit.
And then I never edited it.
Yeah.
So,
well, you should edit it, and then we could release it as a Patreon.
Man, I don't think I have that anymore. I have the outline. We could go back and actually do it as an episode.
We could. Patreon bonus.
So, yeah,
and patrons, and we'll release it.
Yeah, next year if we get up to 10 patrons, we'll release it.
It's just $1. Honestly, it's $1 a month.
Yeah. So I would basically add in a bunch of like, obviously one answer is correct, and then some of them are just wild. And then we do that, and there would be like 7 of them, and it would be the rules were if you were the first person to go to get an answer, you would bet the amount of drinks that you were gonna do if you got it wrong. But if you got it right, it got pushed to the next person, and if they got it right, that amount of drinks went back to you but doubled.
If I remember
It went poorly.
The reason it went poorly was that I know a lot about crime. Adam doesn't know anything about crime.
And then he would throw in
random
random and he would throw in random stupid questions like how many on average green M&Ms are there in a bag?
No, it was if I am correct, I think it was what's the least popular color of M&M
and
or something.
And I would be like, well, at least Nick and I are even on this. But the worst part was like, because this was back when Nick and I would show up with zero knowledge of what the topic was at all. And then Nick would be like, oh yeah, I've heard of this case before and I know a little bit about it. And I'd be like, who?
All right.
I wrote a paper about this in college.
It's not gonna be multiple choice anymore. So it's just gonna be, you're gonna take a drink if you get it wrong. We're not gonna go to the whole double. If you both get it wrong, we all 3 drink.
Yes, because Jeff is a shitty question maker. Yes.
Yes, that was also the thing back then, was if both of them got it wrong, we all took drinks.
Nick, what if we just got every question wrong and all 3 of us drank every time?
I mean, I'm gonna be drinking anyway.
I don't want to drink that much. I don't want to.
We'll see how these first few questions
Adam, do you have a list pulled up of the fucking episodes and their names?
No, even if I had my list pulled up, it would just be episode numbers. I could show you what I got.
So, you know what? Fuck, rock, paper, scissors right now. Fucking figure out who the fuck is going first.
On shoot, Nick.
There's gonna be a delay.
Okay, then let's close our eyes.
There you go.
That's
true.
Yeah, that's fair.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
And Nick won.
Woo!
Okay.
Rock beats scissors. All right. So
was there a delay?
No, not really.
Oh, no, okay.
I also wasn't really paying attention. I was more looking to see who won. So, what was the name of the killer in the first episode?
It's something to do with the least popular M&M color.
Boy, look, man. As someone who could tell you a lot about a lot of things that no one gives a fuck about, I got no fucking idea.
I can tell you who the name of the killer was in the last episode of
I don't think I can tell you.
Opinion.
The one that's coming out yet?
No, it came out already.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
it was Jack Ruby.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So you just passing on that one?
I got no fucking clue.
All right.
No,
All right,
I
Adam,
remember.
your turn.
No, because this was back when we didn't do big names, so I would have no idea. So this isn't a big name character.
All right.
It?
I'll go back to Nick. I'll give you a hint. It was the Halloween episode. It was about the mom and dad who were slain in their bedroom, and their son who came home from school.
I have no idea.
Came home from church.
I have no idea what his name is, but he killed them with like a sledgehammer.
Yeah,
he killed his younger brother or something like that.
No, he didn't get the younger brother.
I remember. I vaguely remember.
I know. I could tell you the details of the murder. I couldn't tell you his name.
No, but this was also back when Jeff made sure he picked people with funny names for us to make fun of.
Yeah, the name of this is literally a sexual innuendo, kinda. So,
John Blomey.
That's Nick's guess. Nick's wrong. Adam, you get one guess.
Oh,
we can't keep this up forever because I still have more questions for you.
I was gonna say, like, I knew it was something sexual and stupid.
Was his name
5, 4, 3?
Hold on, Jeff.
Bofa Candace.
Candace
Bofa. There we go. That's my next D&D character, Candace Bofa.
For some, honestly, the only thing going through my head is Ralph Boner, which is from WandaVision, and I know it's not.
All right, no, you're fucking out. BJ. The episode's name was The Killer BJ.
Do you think we could be sued by that for that name?
No, he's dead, isn't he?
What? No.
Nah, who gives a
He's
shit?
in prison. This is libel, probably. No, libel's written. Slander. There we go.
So yeah,
we can make fun of names.
Basically all of the ones in 2020 were like just small like holiday themed ones, except for episode 2. And what made episode 2 special? Adam, you're up. Why did we choose episode 2 to fill the slot of being released around the holidays? So we only have one slot to fill that wasn't a holiday one. You guys, oh man, I can't wait to give you the hint here. If you guys get it both wrong.
Fill the episode. But
it was a normal
before Thanksgiving.
Yep. But why did I choose it? Because you guys, this was back when you guys didn't even help with research or anything or know what the fuck we were talking about. Yeah, I'm sure you do. You lazy fuck.
Nick hasn't even made a clip for an episode since June.
Yeah.
His only job on the podcast besides showing up.
Then I started having to do Drunken Opinions.
And you've done 3! Get the fuck on it!
Like 5. And I'm researching one. Do you know how much I've learned about French post-World War II?
Shut the fuck up, Adam. You get 10 seconds.
I got nothing.
Nothing? All right. Nick, you're up.
You want Nick's answer is the same as mine.
Yeah. No, I don't want a date or a name. I want to know why we chose it. What was the theme? Like, what was the episode, basically? If you can give me any part of the episode, really, then.
In prison, the killer was diagnosed with SUGMA.
Shut the fuck up.
Hold on. He has a point.
What's SUGMA, Nick?
SUGMA balls.
All right, so I think this might actually make Adam get it. So you guys made fun of me for being from a small town a lot for this one.
Oh, was this the one that happened in your town?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the one where you guys made fun of me for not being able to, like, we didn't have books, we didn't know how to read or speak to each other because we're from a small town.
I forgot about that ongoing joke. We'll bring it back.
Yeah, we'll circle back to that one.
2022, bringing it back.
What was our first conspiracy episode about, Nick?
On Drunken Jurors or for us? Mm-hmm. For Drunken Jurors. Podcast. Okay, like I know the podcast one by heart.
Yeah, the podcast one was the birds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hinterkaifeck.
Wrong.
Fuck.
Adam.
Hinterkaifeck.
No. It was the New Zealand conspiracy.
Oh, right.
I don't even recall that.
It was Scott Watson. Scott Watson? Yeah, Scott Watson. He was the dude on the boat with we talked about boats for ever.
Where they
literally
the police were awful. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't even just everything about it was bad. The dude, I think, just kind of got he was a bad dude because he sexually harassed that girl, but also he wasn't really ever around them.
Yeah, I don't remember that really. I remember boat bad cops. That's what I got for that episode.
That was our longest episode at that time too, I think.
Well, 3 episodes in?
No, it was that was our 6th episode. 5th.
Oh, so the last one before the end of the year.
Also, don't worry, guys. I'm not going to be just asking questions in order of the episode. I'm not going to go through every episode and ask a question. I'm just hitting on some of the things that I can get quick questions for.
Why can't you ask me the question? What episode numbers did Andy appear on?
I will. Hold on, guys. Oh, right now we're recording, and Nick walked away. So I will ask Adam this question.
Okay.
What was it? What was the question?
What 2 episode numbers did Andy appear on?
Got you. And now we wait for Nicholas.
Also, Nick's only, as of coming out, Nick's only done 4 drunken opinions, but 5 have been recorded.
I believe Adam's up now, right?
I think so. Yep.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, we're all supposed to drink again. We should probably be cheersing or something. Oh yeah, Ferda's.
Ferda's.
Who was the Rotenberg cannibal? What was his name?
Oh, name, no idea. Remember what he did though.
Okay.
He gnawed on a penis and
It
found
was
that
a
the
German
penises
dude.
couldn't really be
It
eaten.
was in fact a German dude.
I think he was from Munich.
I can't remember that off the top of my head, but that sounds about right.
He's the reason I now know the edible texture of a penis.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
it's Nami.
Chewy.
Oh,
Can't really bite through it.
Yeah. I could not tell you.
Hold on. Ardaman Mules?
no, Adam, kind of close. You got both of you got the initials right, and very close on the first name.
Yeah, I was like Ardaman
Arnie Hammer.
Something.
No.
Armin. Not
Okay.
Armin. Oh, it's
No.
Armin.
Yeah.
Armin. It's not Armin Mules. Armin.
It has one of those fun German.
I swear to
V's,
God, I
which is a
know the
W.
name. I literally know the name now. I know it.
I got Armin Mules is the closest only thing I can come up with.
Nick?
Armin Mueller.
No.
Fuck.
It's Armin Meaves.
Fuck.
I think
Ferda.
I deserve at least half a point on that.
Fine, you can take half a shot. Nick, you take the other half of it. First cryptid we did. Cryptid creepy pasta crossover.
Slenderman.
All
Creepy
right.
pasta.
What?
I don't even know what that
Slenderman
means.
started off as a
What to the
Copy
date
pasta.
of us recording is our most listened to episode?
Oh, it's I don't remember her name, but it's the lady who tortured her kids. The worst mother or whatever is the title of the episode. Worst mother alive. Part 1.
Yep. Nick, you can steal this point if you know her name.
I don't know her name.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Adam gets this one. Nick, you're drinking. It's Michelle Nodick. Yes, it is our most listened to episode and our second most listened to episode. Not part 2, surprisingly.
It is not.
People really only wanted
Part 1 of that. That was the fun stuff, though.
Yeah. What topic? Not topic. What Drunken Jurors episode was released between part 1 and part 2 of that 2-part series?
I want to say Hinterkaifeck.
Nick is correct. It is
Okay.
Hinterkaifeck.
I'm like there was a reason it was just Jeff and I, and it was because Adam couldn't make it.
That's probably why I don't remember it.
Yeah. And you don't listen to the fucking podcast.
No, I
Who
listen to the
was-
podcast once when I'm editing.
Who was the second cannibal we covered?
No idea. I didn't even remember covering 2.
Okay, give you guys a hint. Wild West.
Oh, Donner Party. It's not it. I'm kidding. That's not it.
It's like I feel like you definitely would have remembered us researching that one. That
It's
would
not
have
it. That would be a fun episode. I think.
No, we can do. We can do
Yeah,
that.
I feel like the Donner Party would be fun.
Nick, put that in the topics.
All right.
No idea.
Boone Helm, the Kentucky cannibal.
I don't remember anything about
I
that
don't
guy
remember
at
this
all.
at all.
It wasn't a great one, but it filled the slot.
Maybe it was one of the episodes
Adam,
that I
you
had
can
other
give
shit to
Nick.
do.
You can give Nick one drink if you can name who the first person we did a jury of drunken opinion on. You can't look at your fucking.
I don't. I only have the fucking.
He's literally scrolling.
Are you this fucking Come on, man.
I see. I could probably give you information about podcasts.
Fine. Never mind.
I don't remember.
Nope, that's fine. Nick, you can give him the shot if you can name what month we released it in.
That one was in June. I want to say March or May. I'm gonna say
Final answer. 3,
March.
2, March.
Can
Nope,
I?
we're all
give
drinking
a
Ferta,
guess?
boys. It was April.
That's what I was gonna say.
We did it that early? Fuck.
Mhm.
To
March
be
is
fair-
before April. What?
to be fair, I almost got the answer wrong. My first thought was Rommel, not Benedict Arnold. If you were to ask me that, I would have said Rommel. Like right off the bat.
It's Benedict Arnold. It's where all the Hamilton jokes for every other drunken opinion has come from. All right.
Times.
Second most listened to episode.
The only reason why I know the first one is because it blows my mind every single time I see it.
Drew Peterson?
I don't think anyone cared about that one.
It's up there. We'll go over that. Yeah, it's number 5. One guess. Shot in the dark. So it's a series, if that helps.
Was it Larry Nasser, part 1?
No.
I have no idea.
Chris Watts, part 1.
Fuck.
I forgot we did Chris Watts.
I couldn't remember.
Cursed series where we had to re-record part 2 and 3 because of technical difficulties with Zoom.
I still get ambushed by people who've listened to it about your opinion's wrong.
I've never heard
exactly
anything about it.
About Chris Watts. About how,
about him?
like,
because he has a girlfriend that actually listens to the podcast.
No, it wasn't my girlfriend. It was about whether or not he was a psychopath or a psychopath.
I said a lot of controversial things during that series.
You did,
and
yes. I think I cut out most of them.
Oh, that's probably why I've not gotten any heat for him.
Yeah, you said a lot of.
Well, most of my stuff was mental illness.
That was also, if I am correct, yes, that was the first ever topic where we all researched.
Yep. I don't think I ever finished that book.
Oof.
I just got through it because it was the author's opinion on mental health and forensic psychology was pissing me off.
What episode got us our first negative review, quote unquote negative?
I only remember the review.
What?
Drew Peterson?
That's correct.
Okay, I was just gonna guess Drew Peterson.
I was like, I only knew the review itself. I don't even think I paid attention to what episode it was on.
I still can't believe Shannon had the audacity to write that.
What?
This was well before you guys started dating.
Yeah, I know.
What episode numbers were the episodes we recorded with Andy? Nick, you first.
You jackass. I don't know. 17 and 18.
Okay.
I'm gonna. I think it was Drunken Jurors episode 21 and 23.
Yeah. Yeah. Episode 21 was featuring the brew party, Larry Nasser, and U.S. Gymnastics.
I'm calling Morgan.
Separated.
I want a piss check. I want someone to check that monitor. I want a piss
Morgan's
check.
not home.
Separated.
He will be home for like 10
I
minutes.
want an official review on that monitor.
All right, fine. Nick, what episode separated the Larry Nasser series? This will be the last trivia question. Then we'll actually just talk about the episode.
I got no fucking clue.
Random, nothing. Okay. Well, it's Stephen Grant.
I don't remember who that was.
That was the Michigan guy in the cold.
Oh, right. Oh, I love that one. That was a fun book to listen to.
That was a very interesting, like,
Yeah, that
fun
was
case.
a very
Or
interesting.
the guy who put his wife in a container.
That's
Yes,
Stephen Grant.
her
Yep.
torso. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I like the cop in that one.
So we had, man, I don't even number the episodes anymore. So I think Adam actually goes back and renumbers them every time.
I go back and renumber every single one.
Yeah. So we did 27 Drunken Jurors with quote unquote season one. I'm going to call it year one, but it goes back into November 2020. 27 episodes. And yeah, I mean, let's just kind of.
This is episode 29 right now.
What's the case that stood out most to you guys? What was like your favorite case? Granted, I don't think you guys remember any of them.
So I liked the Stephen Grant case just because the book was entertaining. I really liked the investigating officer or the police chief in the Stephen Grant case.
Yeah, that was like that's really the case where there was a shining star of like a police officer or anyone in the law enforcement. There were like multiple of them. Like there were a lot of very good officers in that one.
Yeah.
They even called in the Coast Guard at one point.
Yeah. I really liked the Drew Peterson case. I liked. That was that's mostly because it was a close to home one.
Yeah, I think Drew Peterson was interesting just because us, we knew most.
We grew up with
it. Yeah.
I personally don't think we did it justice.
Probably not. No.
To me, for the Drew Peterson case,
episode 1 was good, and then we were like, we need to fit in way more stuff, and we slammed all of information of episode 2 into.
I think for the Drew Peterson case, for it to really do it justice, we essentially need to become investigative reporters. Like we have to sit down and like.
I only listened to one book, and it was from before the trial.
Yeah, that's another thing. Is there's like not a lot of new information, so it's not like we could do anything groundbreaking different with it.
Yeah, like it would be like we would have to essentially create a documentary about it.
Most of the information about his attempted assassination of the DA was from firsthand knowledge that I learned watching the news as that was reported.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we could have done better with it.
But hey, that Rob Lowe and that Rob Lowe movie.
Hey, your favorite?
We still gotta watch
Adam,
it at some time.
Your favorite case we covered.
I really liked. See, I don't remember names or anything. I liked Tupperware Wife.
I think he's talking about Chris Watts.
No. Graham. Putting the wife in a container. Grant.
Oh.
Yep. That one's. I really liked.
Are we ranking that as our favorite one we did?
I think that's my favorite episode.
I think researching that was.
It was also a very. It's wild to say a murder was refreshing. A very refreshing thing to do between the Larry Nassar case.
Yeah.
Episodes.
Yeah,
that one took a lot out of it.
It seemed yeah.
I think the Larry Nassar one is probably it's pretty low on my list of.
I think Stephen Grant kind of has a little bit of everything. It's really good law enforcement and really good investigating.
It's a mystery.
The book was kind of a mystery. There's a weird German babysitter nanny that lives with them. There's he goes on a run. He goes on like he literally goes like on a cross state.
It was
fucking
an
run
exciting
police
case.
Yeah,
essentially.
And I think it's the thing that all of us knew nothing about. Like most of these, I had a general idea of going into, and Stephen Grant, I knew nothing about.
I think that was one too that like there wasn't a whole lot of video stuff for. So I think I had watched like 1 4-minute video clip, and that was the only information I had going.
I didn't research. There was one episode. The dude who killed his like neighbor in the apartment in like Georgia or Florida.
Oh yeah. Fucking hold on. We just recently did this one. I cannot remember his name. Stephen McDaniels.
Yeah, that one. There was nothing. I watched the confession and that was it.
Isn't I really liked Michelle Nodick. Isn't that the one that we had the running joke for a while of so and so's not dead, they're living in Florida or something?
No, that was Dorothy Punte. She was the boarding house killer.
Okay,
Dorothea Punta. Hold on, let me find her.
I really liked the Michelle Nodick episodes, and then I really liked Dorothy.
I knew about that case beforehand because one of the horror podcasts I listened to did a haunted storytelling about that. Because apparently that place is super haunted.
I do not like the Slender Man episode.
Yeah, I thought there was going to be more meat to that.
Well, Slender Man's just creepy to me. Like I always find Slender Man creepy.
I couldn't. It was one of those episodes. I don't think there wasn't much for me to add to it. It was a lot of just I sat there, and every once in a while there's an episode here or there that I'm just like I got nothing. Like we're past the point where I can make jokes. I know nothing about this. And it turns into I'm either learning about something or I am just sitting here doing nothing and twiddling my thumbs.
One of my least favorite, I think that really deserves a revisit at some point. I feel really bad for what we did for the Hinter Kaifek episode because we threw that one together in like half a day.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I think it's for what we did. I thought it was really good. Hinter Kaifek's the one we did without you.
Yeah,
it's like this weird conspiracy
of a murder, like a murder, an
like
18. No, yeah, it was like 1920 something murder of an entire family in.
Hold on, I'm hovering right over it. 1922,
Bavaria, I think. So Germany. Yeah. It's a really interesting thing. Like there's reports that it's haunted. There's a ton of conspiracies behind it. But like you dropped out of an episode, and Jeff and I were like ideas, and like, hey, I've listened to a bunch of podcasts about it, and
what was my reasoning for not being able to be there?
It was March 8th, so
so
is when it released. So it would have been late February.
That would have been
March
right.
We recorded it like the day before.
Yeah, it was a quick turnaround.
We legitimately like.
Well, so if it was February, it would have been something hockey related.
Yeah, we threw that episode together in like a day and a half, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was something that like decent.
I think we were supposed to record a double.
I might go back and re-listen. So the one problem Jeff and I had with that was like, there's so many different accounts of it because it's from so long ago, and like
our sources contradicted the fuck out of each other.
Like
so I think the reason I like it, I think, is because the reason I like it, I think, is because of how different it is from everything else we do, where it's us talking about a case. And that's why I think I like the growth of what we've done with Drunken Jurors. Is like we've gone from a stupid little drinking, me telling you guys about a story, go into Nick helped me, and then you helped. Like all three of us were doing research, and it's become more of a we all got different sources, so it can become more of a these are the facts, but this is also maybe how it's different from like where you like depending on where you get your information from. Because Adam's are like our video, shows, like he watches, documentaries, like movies, shit like that. Nick and I read two different books, and if they correlate, they correlate. If they're different, then whatever. That's where we get our information from.
Also, and I have zero background in any of this kind of shit, so I just go off of like feelings and emotions more than actual like. I know guns.
Hinter Kaifek was so. I think really the start of that where like we realized that we can do it, like we can do research together and it works, because it was like it was an hour and a half long, and it was you telling the story and then me interjecting with like how I heard it was different from my source, and then it was explaining you going through like the different conspiracies and me debunking them with the information I had.
Well, that was kind of what gave me the idea to start Jury of Drunken Opinion. That
I can also start researching those so we can have different views.
I kind of like doing it where it's just me because I like knowing
more than everyone because you're a fucking narcissist.
No, I am not. Fuck off.
If anyone here is a narcissist, it's me. Okay.
Yeah. Let's be real here. No, I like getting your opinions on what you know, because like the next one we're gonna do would be Hernan Cortez, which I mean people kind of learn about him in grade school, but there's so much more about him. And then the one after that's going to be Charles de Gaulle, and outside of knowing the fucking airport in Paris, I doubt either of you know fucking jack shit about Charles de Gaulle.
No.
Yeah, so, he was in that Hamilton. So,
yeah, he was. Yeah, of course. Yeah, exactly.
Shit.
But like that,
Jeff doesn't know anything about Hamilton
behind the
because
scenes,
he's from a small town that doesn't read or watch TV.
Jeff messages me and he's like, "Hey, I can't get the research done, and we record like tomorrow. I need help." And I'm like, "All right, well, like, do you want like here's an idea? Like, what do you want to do?" He's like, "No, I need you to write it." And I'm like, "Oh fuck, I can't do this." Like 2 weeks beforehand, I had listened to a book about Benedict Arnold, because I'm currently playing as Benedict Arnold in a D&D campaign, and I wanted to research the character. So inadvertently, I did research for a podcast.
What a nerd!
I mean, yeah, fucking, I own it. Fuck.
As I say with my 2 Infinity Gauntlets, my Hogwarts Castle, and my Thor's Hammer.
Hey, I'm learning more about post-war French politics than any one person should ever know. And it's gonna be fit into fucking 40 minutes, so it's hell. But I love doing it. Like I really do enjoy it. And then like we record them in advance, so that means, you know, Jeff's not fucking about to blow his brains out because he has to listen to a 20-hour book in 5 minutes.
Everyone, I mean, the people that listen know this. I mean, even if it's not someone who's close to us, the people that listen know this. Like, we're not big time by any means, even near fucking even nothing. Like, we have like no patrons, whatever. But so we all have full-time fucking jobs and lives. Like, I'm engaged. Like, Adam's dating someone, Nick's dating someone. We all have full-time fucking jobs. It's hard to get research in and still do things you want to do.
We got our own Adam fucking coaches hockey. Jeff and I both stream on Twitch. Like we all got so much shit going on.
I have 3 jobs and somehow pick 1 day a week to record 2 episodes of
how
podcast.
dare you?
So it is nice to have a little bit more time to try to get research in for our next topic,
like,
especially if it's a series.
I'm hoping to like record the Gaulle series sometime in February, and you know, it not be fucking published until fucking June. Because you know,
that's not happening. But
no.
Record February, release in March. That's a more reasonable thing.
Before I
don't want them to be used like that. I want them as backups.
So that's also what I want them to be. But so to kind of what we're gonna do next year is I'm gonna name the like person we talked about in every episode, not go into like detail or anything, but like there's some that I want to stop and have us actually kind of like hit on a little bit. But if you guys have anything to add to any of the ones I list, just feel free to go in and say something. But then after that, I want to talk kind of about where I want things I want to do and accomplish this next season, and then we'll just wrap it up. So episode 1 was the killer BJ, the like illegitimate son basically of the father that gets killed along with his wife and I think one of the other kids. So up in Ohio on Halloween.
Oh God, Ohio.
Episode 2 was the case about Sarah Kolb, which was a murder that happened when I was a kid, like a town away from where I live. Number 3 was the unstable Thanksgiving Marat. I named it. It's Maringe, I think. I can't remember his last name, honestly. I remember being super drunk during that entire recording.
That's up.
Paul, his name was like Paul Maringe or something like that. Yeah, he basically just finally snapped on Thanksgiving Day, walked in, shot all of his family except for like the infant daughter.
I remember this.
And then just walked away. Got caught. The Christie Christmas murders was the The gruesome murder of 15-year-old Christy Bamu in 2010 in England when he went to like visit his sister and her boyfriend, and they like literally just tortured and beat the fuck out of him. That's do you guys remember the picture of all those bloody broken floor tiles?
Yes,
it's
yes,
on our
I do.
Facebook.
Nick
Yeah, I
should-
do.
Well, Nick
Yeah.
posts them to our Facebook. So
Those were all broken over him.
Yeah, I do remember that. Was that in like England?
Yeah, I literally said that.
Oh,
way to go, Nick.
hi.
Fucking idiot. Our first conspiracy one, the New Zealand New Year's Eve about Scott Watson, where with the boat and
Boats.
this boat wasn't big enough to be his boat. This boat didn't have the blue stripe. It's a
This boat
boat.
was too big.
That boat
And
was
it
too small.
And then that boat was just right.
And that boat wasn't a boat.
And that
It was
boat
a
had
ship.
2 kids that were kidnapped from the night before. Yeah, that's basically, I mean,
Yeah.
just go listen to the episode if you really want to hear it. That was a really fun episode.
I think I was so drunk for it.
What
I don't
episode number
remember
is
what.
that?
That is episode 5. Episode 6 is the one that I think was the hardest thing for me to ever get through. And that was Armin Rotenberg Cannibal Meebs, where he goes on an online chat room, finds someone from like Greenland or Iceland or something, or
Some
I don't know.
Scandinavians are into that weird shit.
Where he agrees to let him cannibalize him. He goes, he picks him up, they come back, and he chops off his penis, he cooks it, and they both try to eat it. And this dude's just bleeding out. He lets him bleed out, all that fun stuff. Go listen to that one if you want to fucking vomit at some point.
Yeah, that one's disgusting.
I went into some gruesome detail, so
That was rude.
Episode 7 was the long arm slender boy, so Slender Man, about the 2
That
girls
dude's
that
got
stabbed,
long arms.
that the 2 girls that the 2 children that stabbed one of their friends from school because they said Slender Man told them to. Then you got Mystery Results and the poorly executed hit for our Valentine's Day episode, where the lady this was a very short.
Oh, right.
It wasn't
I do
short.
remember that. No, I remember it.
Yeah, like the police just pinged their 2 phones from the cell tower and caught them. Yeah, wild. Got to talk about Michelle Nodick. Michelle Nodick's next. I mean, it was the first hardcore in-depth research I did where I got so much information. I was like, this is going to be our series, and it's done really well. It's our highest viewed, listened to series by far. And I think it's well deserved. It's what I want every episode to be, but with how life beat the shit out of me in 2021, just could not replicate it again. Like, this is my pride and joy is Michelle Nodick, because I feel like the research I did and the way I displayed it was so good that it just worked out.
What Jeff is essentially saying is Michelle Nodick is Jeff's Sistine Chapel.
I don't know who that's a disservice to, Jeff or Michelangelo.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, definitely go listen to that series if you haven't. If you're listening to this, you've probably heard it.
I really hope Michelangelo did the Sistine Chapel.
I think it's more of a dig at Catholicism.
So in between that was the
It was Michelangelo. We're good.
Okay.
There we go. We're good.
In between the 2-part series was Hinterkaifeck that Nick and I already talked about. Then we had Boone the Kentucky Cannibal, Helm, the Western guy who went out to California to find gold and just refused to do anything right and shot and killed anyone and everyone that was around him.
I do not remember that episode at all. What number was it?
12.
12.
And then we had Jury Drunken Opinion of Benedict Arnold. First thing Nick led. It was okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Dorothea Puente, the boarding house killer, followed by Chris Watts Part 1.
Hell yeah.
Our first fully all of us doing research episode. Episode 1 wildly was only 39 minutes long.
Well, I think this was the one that we had the recording issues, right?
Yeah, I think I had to cut out a huge chunk of it.
So yeah, I think you had to cut out a huge chunk, but also I think we recorded part 1 and part 2 in the same
to back.
evening. Yeah.
Yeah, we recorded them back to back. Episode 2 could not work because of the technical difficulty, so we had to re-record it. So when we re-recorded it, we did part 3. Part 3 was not useful after part 2, so we had to re-record part 3, and then that was finally the end of it. So yeah, that episode was 39 minutes long. Part 2 was 1 hour and 4. Part 3 was 1 hour and 19 because that was the horrible episode where we had to go through the autopsy details
twice.
Yeah, that was a bad time. We need to step away from the whole child murder, child.
No, I'm fine. I agree. I think that's a great idea.
The problem is for some reason, a lot of the child murder cases are super interesting. That's the problem.
Huh.
It's true, but
also because it has children, they make really good documentaries about them.
That is also true. So following that whole series was Erwin Rommel. Then we did our Drew Peterson series, like we already talked about. Episode 1 was decent. Episode 2 was a lot of information slam packed into a short amount of time. And then our first ever guest, Andy from the Brew Party, our guinea pig.
Yeah,
our longest running.
He really is. Yeah.
The guy who's always willing to say yes to come onto our podcast, and I don't know why, because he gets nothing out of it.
He's been on
other than I guess a good time to get drunk.
You hate to see it throughout 2 episodes of the podcast, 2 episodes of Drunken Jurors. No idea.
And why. A Taskmaster.
And a Taskmaster.
And I don't know why he keeps coming back.
And he was in the trailer for the season 2 of episode 2 of Taskmaster.
He had all of us on his podcast. I was on there once.
I've been on there 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
I don't watch sports, so I've only been on there once.
There
you go.
Side question. Have either of you watched the trailer yet for Taskmaster? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. I heard you guys talk about my sausage fingers and I stopped. And then I picked it back up after. I had to go be mad somewhere else.
I literally, that came out and I watched it and I was like, huh. I'm like, I didn't say anything bad about anyone. Jeff is definitely the one I made fun of the most, though. And I cut a lot of stuff. We recorded for about 15 minutes for that thing, and it's only like 6 minutes long.
It's 8 minutes long, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And Jeff was the one that got the brunt of the hatred because I was like, I get his, like, I think it was the nicest making fun of. Like, we went mean on a lot of things, and I cut.
You literally skipped Nick.
Nick.
Nope.
No, hold on. I think we had about 2 minutes of content for Nick, but it was essentially like, we really just don't give a fuck. And I told Andy, you come up with something, like give me something. And Andy went off on a tangent and was mean. And I was like, this is funny, but
mine
not
also
for
started
like
out
public stuff.
Mine also started out super nice. Like, it's like, first up, Jeff. He's like, obviously gonna win best beard. He's gonna have the best beard out there. And then it was just downhill from there.
Well, yeah, Brett.
He's not really gonna pose much of a threat, but he'll probably make some wild things go on.
I think
I'm not here to win, Adam. I'm here to make the time entertaining.
I think part of that was against Nick. I think I threw in some Nick insults at you, Jeff, but I think it's because we make fun of Nick so often. I was like, we gotta just make fun of Jeff, and the whole premise of the Taskmaster is that I don't get made fun of. So sucks for you. Jeff's typing something and hitting 3 keys at once.
Yeah, it's true. I do have that problem. Fuck you. Only on a fucking phone though. I can hit my keyboard fine.
Okay.
I don't fat finger my keys on my keyboard.
And then he's got
a lot of talk coming from the dude that's even bigger than me.
Yeah, but my fingers are normal size.
You don't know that. My fingers aren't actually that big. We've been over this. Oh yeah, well, separating the two, Larry Nasser. The episode Andy was on was our 2-part series on Larry Nasser because he's into sports. Larry Nasser was the physical trainer.
Why those episodes were split? Because that was.
No, they were supposed to be the entire time.
They were split into 2 episodes. Yeah, but why they why there was an episode in between?
Oh, yeah, we can.
That was a pain in my ass. fucking, I think that was in the middle of like, I was doing like every night I had hockey and we were trying to schedule shit. And I was like, I got
there
one
was
day
that,
a week.
and then Andy was also in the middle of football had just started. So he's now in his prime of like, he has like 2 to 3 other segments he does during football season. So yeah, it was the start of a real rough time, but we got it all out there. One of my favorite like topics sucked, but it was definitely one of the like, it wasn't fun to research, but it was fun to bounce. Like, I think it's the one where we all kind of bounced off each other the most. Just, it was, and he had some real good clapbacks to Nick in there. I remember that. That was a good time. Yeah, separated by Stephen Grant, though, the one we already talked about. And then following that was Hirohito, the Japanese emperor. Don't care.
Nope.
Then Stephen McDaniels, the one we talked about being the law student. And then following that immediately was the Kyle Beach case against the Chicago Blackhawks, where we said we will keep up with it. And really nothing's happened outside of the fact that they crossed his name off the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, I think on so I mean, we'll do an update right now. So we recorded that on a
November 1st.
Thursday. We recorded it on a Thursday night. It went up Monday. There was stuff that was happening Thursday, which happened while we were recording, and we updated at the very end of the episode. Stuff was supposed to happen Friday, and stuff was supposed to happen Monday. Friday, nothing really happened. It was kind of like, I think it was like some no-name, like some random executive got fired. Like it wasn't like newsworthy. And then Monday was the commander-in-chief essentially of the NHL was meeting with the Winnipeg Jets not owner, I can't even, not manager,
not CEO. Oh my god,
no, whatever.
President, yeah,
no, whatever Bowman was, general manager or something like that.
Sure, GM, yeah, that sounds about right.
He was meeting with the Winnipeg Jets GM because he was an executive on the board for the Hawks at the time, but he was one of the people that he showed up to the meeting like halfway through, and by the time he showed up, it was down to this thing has happened, and John McDonough,
someone already said they were going to take care of it by the time he showed up. They're like, well,
literally,
I'll handle it.
As he was walking in, that he got the tail end of the conversation, and John McDonough said, "I'm going to handle this." So the NHL,
wild ending here. He didn't.
Yeah, NHL decided that it wasn't like he had nothing to do with it. He didn't know enough to do anything about it. He was clear, and so he got to keep his job. Past that, it's still, we're waiting. That's really where the case is at, is we're waiting for the trial. That's it. Because this whole thing with lawyers was the Blackhawks private investigation that they hired people to do. Not even on trial yet.
So following that, our 3-part series on the JFK assassination.
Woo, woo, woo.
So JFK assassination and Lee Harvey Oswald's upbringing was part 1. Part 2 was our normal You Hate to See It episode of JFK conspiracy theories, where Nick makes his second, I don't know how he does it every time, just fucking whips out a fucking conspiracy theory out of his ass that might be true, honestly. If you
it's a gift.
Yeah.
Honestly, nothing beats the first one. The first one was pure gold.
This one was good though. I'm not taking anything away from the second one, but yeah, the first one was gold. It was also like our 3rd ever episode recorded, so just the fact that he pulled that out that quickly, it was.
Unfortunately, we'll never get the true pure
high again. We're actually just drug addicts chasing our first high again. That's the only reason we still have this going. I was hoping Nick gives us some sort of comedic gold one more time. And
for the second time.
The episode 3 was our episode. The next one was our Jury of Drunken Opinion, which was about Jack Ruby. and the murder of Lee
Which-
Harvey Oswald.
Nick, when he uploaded, did not put a description in, nor did he change the episode title. So I uploaded the video and I just put JFK 3 Jack Ruby as a placeholder title. So Nick knew which episode was which, and he knew which episode he was taking care of. And I told him, hey, Nick, upload the image, change the puts in the description for both the video and the one you're uploading, and change the titles for both of them. And like everything else I can take care of after they upload. I go in and I look and I see, and he had just copy and pasted the episode title I gave the video of JFK 3 Jack Ruby. And I was like, this is not a title. And I clicked on it and there was no description in either of them.
No, so I fucked up. I got so confused with the uploading. I like triple fucked up and I like accidentally deleted something and I'm like, oh no.
Also,
so like I misuploaded twice.
Jeff, you have to go in and
bad.
actually change the picture because I don't have a picture at the right quality that Podbean takes for Drunken Jurors. So you have to do that.
If you're wondering, on Spotify it doesn't use it anyways.
Yeah, but on Apple it does, I think.
Oh, I have no idea. I don't use Apple, so yeah, I'll go and change it. Actually, I can do it right now. Give me 1 second here. Do episodes, episode list. Where is it?
And here's where I'd like to announce my official retirement from You Hate to See It.
You can fuck off. We will strap you to that chair.
Even if I wanted to, I can't. It's there. They have my family, which honestly, that might be encouragement to leave.
There you go.
Beautiful.
All right. So my plans for this next year of Jury of Drunken Opinion. Fuck that goddamn podcast.
Okay, it's cool. I have some great ideas.
That sucks.
Jeff's plan for January for Drunken Jurors is.
Oh no, we don't know that yet.
We don't know that yet.
No, it's
the one we're recording next,
right after
and
this.
one that we're recording.
Also,
already.
we need to talk about that because this might become 2 parts, but we might have to right after New Year's sometime that week come in here and record part 2 just so we have it out of the way. But
joy.
Yeah, so the first episode of January of the new year is going to be Marjorie Deal Armstrong, which I know everyone who just heard that name probably doesn't know who the fuck that is. But I'm now going to say the name of the Netflix docuseries that they put out, so everyone knows who that is. That is the woman who was convicted of the crimes for the pizza guy, bomber, bank robber dude. The series is called Evil Genius. Or Evil Genius. It's Evil Genius, yeah.
Followed promptly by our series on Tiger King.
We have not done that.
Yeah, we haven't done that.
Please no.
Nor do we.
Yeah.
Nor is that in the
we should.
sites.
Carol Baskin.
that damn bitch Carol Baskins.
We should do an episode on Carol Baskin.
So that will be the first episode, which we're gonna record right after this. But yeah, it's gonna be on Marjorie Deal Armstrong, and it is actually, from what they show you on the Netflix docuseries, she's
Way worse, isn't it?
It's not. I wouldn't say it's way worse, but god damn, that should have been seen a long time coming, because there's a lot of info they do not give you about any
really?
time before that happened. Yeah. Yeah.
There's
Little teaser. All of the like men in her life that she was romantic with died in mysterious ways or from murder.
That.
Yeah, they talk about it.
They don't go into detail.
No detail.
No. That would require an extra episode, like an extra $200,000 from Netflix.
Maybe another 6 episodes like Tiger King.
Yeah,
I'm now watching that.
Following that should be our first actual series on a big name. No, we're not doing that. Name serial killer.
We've already recorded this episode.
This episode? Or
The third
episode?
episode 31 is already recorded.
What the fuck did we record? God damn it.
I don't know what the fuck we recorded.
31. Dan? It says Dan.
Sure.
Oh, that's 131. Sorry. Episode 30.
I don't know. I'm not in there. I only see
Says
the episode
nothing.
number.
So 49, year in review. Drunken Jurors episode 30 comes out 110. That is it. Jury of Drunken Opinion comes out in February. There's no other future episodes.
Hold on. Jury. So what does it say for 110?
Okay, these are all the future episodes left on here.
Okay.
49, 13, year in review.
Yeah.
Drunken Jurors number 30, 110, unedited episode.
Okay, so that's that. Whatever that is, that's the one that you still have to edit. And then this is coming out the 24th. This is the one that we're recording next.
Wait, so what I just said isn't even true then, because that's not our first fucking
Correct
episode of it.
Unless you want it to be.
I mean, that's true. I will have both of them, so I can't just switch them around.
Yeah.
So I guess that would work out. Yeah.
So then whatever we recorded already.
Yeah. What is that? I have it saved. Hold on. Let me look at the fucking
Yeah, it's on
downloads.
Drive somewhere.
I'm pretty sure I downloaded it already because I think we did it a while ago. Let me see here.
And then episode 32 is a Jury of Drunken Opinion. That's already been recorded.
Willingham?
I don't know.
I don't remember who the fuck Willingham is. Who the fuck was Willingham?
Nick, what was the last Jury of Drunken Opinion you did?
I have that one written down.
Before Jack
Ruby.
Ruby.
It's Cortez.
Before Jack, we recorded Cortez.
Yeah.
So that's coming out.
Which I'm not proud of. That's not going to be a good episode.
Guess Jeff will be the one to find out.
Who the fuck was Willingham?
Huh.
Who was this? Whose man was this?
The fuck are you?
Hey, Nick.
I don't even have notes on him.
How do you feel about Kansas? Kansas, these nuts fit in your mouth.
I was about to say the band. Decent.
Dude, I have no idea who the fuck this guy is. Who the fuck was Willingham?
I was gonna say, I'm like, I know we have an episode because I typed it in that we've already recorded it.
That's fine. I have it. I can edit it. I just don't remember who it is. Yeah. So yeah, no, I'll make Deal Armstrong come out first, and then so
we see
early on next year we're going to do our first like series on an actual serial killer, like big name, maybe not one everyone knows, but like big name serial killer. Which one that's going to be, don't know. We're going to be discussing that in the next couple days because we have a lot of research to do in the next 2 months or month and a half, I guess. Month. We have a lot of research to do, so y'all going to be pulling shit out of your ass here soon.
We have a lot of free time coming up.
I have such a big ass to pull shit out of.
No, you don't.
True.
Also, this next year, I kind of want to now that I'm finally in a spot where like I have a set schedule, I'm off on the weekends, I want to take the time and actually become good at editing because goddamn is Drunken Jurors poorly edited. And that's because I literally don't get to sit down and edit it until Saturday or Sunday. And I'm like, well, I ain't got fucking time for this. I pop it on like 1.5 speed and just fly through the damn thing. So I'm gonna focus more on taking out our ums and so's, and then I'm gonna also focus on actually like taking out the bullshit that's not needed outside of the funny stuff, and just kind of like make them flow better. Yeah, I'm gonna add laugh tracks behind everything Nick says, so it's finally funny.
Thank
maybe.
God.
I heard people who like Friends enjoy that a lot. So that's the only way they got through watching the show.
That's the only way you know when to laugh during Friends.
Yeah. I mean, otherwise,
same with Big Bang Theory.
True.
Yeah, also true. I added the laugh tracks for some episode. I don't remember which episode, but I had the laugh track in it.
Outside of that, I just want to finally be ahead of like researching and have better outline. I don't know, just work on my outlines a little bit.
For those of you who don't know, we've recorded 2 months worth of content in 1 month, actually 3 months worth of content in 1 month
Not barely a month. Yeah.
And all of this has been leading up for us to actually enjoy the holiday season this year. One, and two, by the time that we start recording again, we are ahead.
Yeah.
We get a month off and then we're a month ahead, if that tells you anything about how much we've pre-recorded.
Yeah. I mean, outside of that, that's our year in review. And I would like to personally say thank you for the people who have actually sat down and listened to whatever this monstrosity is of us three getting blackout drunk almost every episode we do. And just spilling out random facts that might not even be facts, honestly. I don't know. I haven't gone back and listened to them, but I like to think that we did decent on most episodes. And thanks to the people who, because the amount of listens we've had on some of the series is more than I ever thought we'd get doing podcasting at all. It's not a lot, but it's way more than I thought. So I would like to personally say from us a Ferda, and then after you're done with that Ferda, a good old you hate to see it. So Ferda and you hate to see it to you fuckers. Nick, you realize you have to finish that bottle, right? Like that's how those work.
Oof. For all of our listeners out there, what day does this come out?
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
This upcoming Saturday, for all
this comes out Monday, Nick. So is
our Taskmaster live stream special. It's our second annual episode. Okay, we have both of these fuckers back. I'm the Taskmaster. Dirk is coming on as my little bitch boy
I'm
assistant.
so privileged to be back again.
I'm fine not getting an invite next year.
Dirk is going to be back as being our winner from last year as my little bitch boy assistant, and this year our lineup is Stev from Plastered Paladins, Matt Gwynn from Adventures of the Albino Rhino, and Garrett Gray from Literally Nothing. So that's not the name of anything. He's literally not from anything.
No, but if you've ever wanted to find a white guy from Walmart, this is it.
This is your chance.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
So take a look at that live 6 p.m. Central Time on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. There you go.
And on that note, thank you everyone for listening. If you go down in the description of this episode, in there will be our link tree. You click on that, it'll have all of our links to social media, and it will have the top link will be to our Podbean. You go to our Podbean, you click on become a patron, you can pay $1, $3, $5 and increasing amounts. $1 tier gives you last year's Taskmaster special that you can watch anytime. And it will also give you this year's Taskmaster special you can watch anytime after it's live streamed. It comes out that Monday after, right?
Yep.
Yep.
It no longer is free Sunday evening. I don't know what time yet, but it will then be only accessible to patrons at the $1 level and higher on Monday at 11 a.m. Central Time.
There you go. $3 tier gives you the unedited episodes of every recording we do for all of the podcasts. Drunken Jurors, Jury of Drunken Opinion, and the normal You Hate to See It podcast. Outside of that, rate us, please. Give us ratings. Also,
send us your hate mail.
Comment on our stuff. Give us ideas for topics you think we should cover or research or anything. Like, just communicate with us. We're deprived. COVID sucks, man.
Even if it's not hate mail for us, just send us your hate mail. We'll take Joe Rogan's hate mail.
That's true. Yeah, fucking get over here.
Yeah,
yeah, we do DMT and headbutt elk. Outside of that, I mean, I think that's everything. I mean, you guys got anything to say at our end of the year review?
Did
you say oog?
This
Oog.
Episode, we are recording live from ancient Greece, and the weather is slightly drizzly out.
I like this guy. I like this guy. I like that. I miss doing that. I missed it. I missed it.
Really got to get back to our roots. Nick, hit him with it.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Recording.
I I mean, it's usually what you do anyway, so.
Yeah. Nick, are you gonna say it or not?
Ladies and gentlemen, professionals have standards, and we do not.